Okay. Okay, welcome to the intro course for this is our spring 2024 rendition. So I think this is the fourth time the course is being run, and yeah, I'll try not to take too much time. This is just the logistics, as we said. Next week will be content, and I'll get into what that actually means and what that entails. So, I mean, the big question, right? What is this course? What's the purpose? What will you get out of it? The main thing is, as the name suggests, Neuro AI is to get experience with machine learning and AI on top of some neuroscience, but we're trying to get more involved with that. And I'm sure, actually, I'd like to do a show of hands. Who here is like in a in computer science?
Or related.
Or related, like engineering.
Or intended.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, not so many of you. Who here is in like bio or related? Oh, nice. Okay. We want to see more of that. We don't have very many right now.
Yes.
So if we're not scary, please stick around.
We also need to introduce ourselves.
Oh, yeah. We have yeah, okay. Well, I'm Vibhav. I'm the co-education lead with Amaya here.
Yeah.
And we took the course 2 winters ago.
Yeah.
And then became a TA and then education lead. I was gone for like the first half of the year studying abroad. Highly recommend it. And if you have questions about that, feel free to come to me. I can answer that, or email me or DM me on Discord. And
I'm Amaya. I was the education lead in fall while Vibhav was away. I'm glad to have him with me now because it makes my job a lot easier. I hope you all get a lot out of this course, because I really think after taking it 2 winters ago, I learned a lot and I felt more comfortable in these fields. And I think that's something that's really valuable. I think you will get out of this course as much as you put into it. So definitely keep that in mind. We're not going to go after you and make you submit assignments. There's going to be deadlines, yes, to try and keep you on track, but we're not going to be able to like completely enforce it, because this isn't really like an official course. So it is definitely based on your self-motivation, but I think every one of you can do a great job and learn a lot if you would like to.
okay, yep. Well, to continue off of this, we'll also talk about how AI and neuroscience are related, how they're kind of actually really similar. It's very fascinating, at least I thought it was very fascinating, and it stuck with me since I took this course. You'll meet hopefully a lot of nice people, smart people, more friends. Most of my friends are from or involved with I2 in some way. We have like people that are like pseudo members. Like you'll meet all of them if you stick with us. Develop an understanding of neuroscience and AI, as I mentioned, and then it sets up a really good base knowledge to dive deeper. Like now, I'm not the best example, but I'm taking ML right now, and a lot of it, I mean, it is just like 3 lectures in, but a lot of it already makes a lot of sense to me since I've taken this course and have been working with I2 since then. So the big things you'll learn from this is Python. So if you don't know Python, that's okay. Week 1, or this week 0 as we're calling it, doesn't have content, but it'd be great to like brush up on or learn some basics of coding. You can ask your TAs, you can ask us if you want some resources. Basic calculus, linear algebra that is involved with ML. Basic ML content. So this basic ML concepts is what we'll get into and what we'll teach. Linear regression, SVM, PCA, K-means. You'll learn what all these mean, and hopefully even more stuff if you're interested or have the time. We have many units, and it's very self-driven. But please do ask for help. The Discord's there. We're here. We'll get into some basic and advanced neuroscience. I hope we can go into more depth with those. We'll see. Right now, I think we have 2 units of those, right? Yeah. Out of the 9 that we will teach throughout the quarter. You just met 2 of them, and Chetan is the co-president who's not here. These guys made the course. All the credit goes to them. They started it, and we were just students again that first time they did it. more on the website if you're interested. Okay, now about the nitty-gritty. And if you have questions, feel free to raise your hand as I go through this. Okay, so your TAs, can you all wave over there in the corner? Yeah, they're your 6 TAs. We have some really nice group names. It's their favorite animals. So you will all be assigned to one of these groups. And yeah, we prefer you ask your questions in these groups. We have these nice channels. Don't be shy. Like, even just chat in there as well. Like, it's very casual in these chats. Like, it can be intimidating, but just talk about whatever. Yeah. If you're watching the recording, just pick an animal, call it yours. We might need to reshuffle you around, but we'll get to that if we have to. Okay. Quick action. Can everyone join the Discord if they haven't? Actually, raise your hand if you've joined the Discord. Okay. Yeah, I'll leave this up for a second, but that's great. That's the first step. Well, the link will be on the next slide too. I'll move over that. Okay, can everyone open their Discord? And at the top, how does it look on mobile?
They should be able to find it.
Okay, there's this channels and roles button at the top of your, when you click on the i2 server, click it, and then choose the general member and the intro course member, these two down here, if you have not already. And then we will partition you into 6 groups, and you will choose the role for your TA. So, how should we do this? Okay, sorry if I'm interrupting the icebreakers, but hopefully afterwards, we should end early, just like chat, then finish introducing yourself to your group, or do it in the chats, in the Discord chats. Again, it doesn't have to be super formal. But the next thing we're going to go over is the course website. So now that you have the role and you're in your chats, you should see the resources channel. It has like the turtle emoji, because I wanted my favorite animal on one of the emojis. And so there should be a couple links. This should be one of them. This is like I probably shouldn't say, like the holy text, I guess, of where you'll look at. It has the schedule, although the dates are, I think, fall. We'll update that soon, but like the first week is Unit 1. This is week 0. So first week is Unit 1, week 2 is Unit 2, and week 1 starts next Friday. So it's just pretty straightforward that way. There's also the general i2 website, GitHub. These links aren't in that chat, but if you're interested, just ask for it, or maybe I'll send them too. Yeah, that's where you can also find our emails under course staff. And then the mega doc is where it has every unit, what to do in each unit, the readings, the videos, the projects. It's all there. You just need to read through that. Any questions about this? Okay, cool. Then the next resource, this will be linked after today, is the all slides. This was run in the fall, and every single slide that was used is in this one giant deck, one Google slide deck that Amaya and the fall TAs put together. And I think it's a very useful resource. We will link the fall one as well if you want to look back at the previous quarter. But then this quarter, the TAs, and when we make new slides or if we reuse the same ones, it'll all go into this quarter's deck. And so these slides that I'm using here will also be linked, so don't worry about like missing out on anything. Then we will do attendance. As I might have mentioned this, I think in the email, this week is not counted towards the attendance. We will require you come to 7 out of the 9 following Friday meetings to get the certificate. More on that in the next slide. So this week does not count, but this is kind of like a test run for us to like record keeping. Go ahead and scan the QR code, type in the link. The link is also in the turtle chat with resources, and let me know if any of that doesn't work. Just raise your hand or something. Holler. Help the people around you. They don't have the link. You might need to be signed in as your UW account. There's a possibility. Are we getting responses? Yes, we are. Perfect.
We don't want this.
We don't?
They won't be able to do week
Next time? Oh, let's turn it off.
If they respond multiple times, you just do a count if and you say if it's greater than 0.
Oh, you'll have to show me the weights. Okay, raise your hand if you're having troubles with that.
Yes.
How many responses? Does not feel like 20 people in this room.
Probably around how many? 17. No way. 4. So I usually say something like, so now take X minutes so that they know. So you might want to try adding that in.
Like next time, yeah.
It's not, the line is not clear.
Yeah.
From like when you're stopping and they get to go off.
Yeah.
So I like that keyword a lot. Would recommend.
Okay, how many responses are there? If it's above 30, oh.
And just leave this slide on. You can
Oh, yeah.
go to this slide.
Yeah, and then go back. Yeah.
And then go from this slide.
How many responses do we have?
Swap it.
Sure.
And then you need to probably unpresent and present again. Oh wait, let me just.
That should be fine.
I don't think it changed.
How many responses do we have? Okay. Okay. I think most of you got it. If not, again, this week does not count. So don't worry about it, honestly. But by next week, if you don't get it to work, ask your T, ask us. We'll help you. So, yeah. Yeah, here are all of our units. So we'll be covering the basics of machine learning next week, deep learning, neuroanatomy, computer vision, visual system, reinforcement learning, AI ethics, and what is that?
Language modeling.
There we go. Is that new? That might be. I don't recognize that. There's optional units. If again, this is very self-motivated. Just the reading, what to do is there. If you want to learn more, I think I'm forgetting the exact number. 11 was this really cool build your own brain thing. So if you like biology, that might be go for it. Just do it. Submit it to us. It'll help. But as we mentioned, the certificate will need units 1 through 8, and which is the following 8 weeks. And then I think the 9th one is like an optional unit, and when we'll also hand out our certificates. So expect that around May 31st. I know that's around finals, so just stay around then. We'll figure something out. Okay, submissions. So you'll submit through a Google form. It should be closed. It should also be in that same chat with the turtle emoji. We'll also require you to send one synthesis question on the Tuesday. So assume this was next Friday and Unit 1 started. On the Tuesday, we'll expect there's a bunch of synthesis questions following the readings to help your understanding. We'll expect one in that big chat where I made you send an emoji. But then Thursday is when all of it's due, the project and the synthesis questions, which you'll submit in this Google form. Does that make sense? Any questions?
And one additional thing for the project. So we recognize that not everyone will have programming experience. And for that reason, when you look at the website, when you look at each unit's megadoc, you will see both a technical and a non-technical project. So both of those, either one is your task. So you can choose to do the technical one if you have programming experience or you're interested in learning it and then going on and applying it. You can do that. If you don't and you're not willing to spend the time or you can't for whatever reason learn the required stuff, then you can always also just do the non-technical. So just to be clear, you submit one of the project options that's on there. You do not need to do both. You can if you wish. And another thing is, I know there's a noisy slide, so don't be worried if you don't remember all of this stuff. You don't need to write it down. You will have access to the slide deck, so all the links will also be in there all the time you can access it whenever you want.
We will also be sending Discord reminders. Discord's the main place for everything. If you don't use Discord much, you might have to change a bit for us, because it really is where we do everything and where we expect to see most of questions and answers. Another thing about the projects, as Amaya said, if you're not so into the technical but you do want to learn, we don't expect you to be able to just like know PyTorch, like I didn't when I started. So ask your TAs, ask us. We will help. We're not a full-fledged class. We're like, you should learn this, go here. Like, we will try to guide you how like a student would to another student, peer-to-peer. The projects, if you choose to do the technical one, you'll get a collab notebook link. These are the instructions of how to do it. Again, you'll have the slide deck. Should be useful if you get stuck when you start it next week. And then the course certificate. So if you come to 7 out of the 9 following meetings and do all 1 through 8 units, you will get this, which is signed by Dr. Eric Chowdler, which he's done a lot, a lot of awards, and I'm not reading all that, but he's very impressive, and big thanks to, I think it was Varun, who managed to contact him and get him to agree to do this. I don't think this applies to anyone, but if you haven't gotten it from last quarter, contact us. Any questions on all that? Should I go back to any slide? Nope. Okay. Then, again, this is the big takeaway from today. Join the Discord. That's the attendance form if you want to try it again. Ask any questions in the Discord. Just start chatting in the Neuro AI. I said the send an emoji of your favorite animal. Find someone else who has the same one as you, and I don't know, reply to it. Be like, yay, or something. Or talk about whatever. Talk about your classes if you're struggling or want to find a partner.
That should say May 5th, not April 5th. That's on us.
Oh, was it? No, it's April 5th.
It's April 5th?
Next month is April.
Oh, I'm stupid.
May's in a bit.
No, not on us, on me.
Unit 1 will start next Friday. So this week will really be to like set up, talk about things you don't know. If you want to brush up on, I don't know, you took Calc 1 in high school like years ago, ask us for some resources or look up a YouTube video. This is the time to do that, because I feel like it Unit 1 kind of gets in there, like it gets punching right away. But it shouldn't take too long. Again, the equivalent we thought was like a 2 to 3 credit course of UW. So again, very self-motivated, but please, we're here to help. Ask questions to your TAs, to us, and use the chats. These key links, most of them, if not all, are in that chat, and we will put all slides as well later tomorrow or later this week. Okay, that's all I got. So, any final questions, please ask. If not, chat with the people around you. You're off for this week. Yeah, I'll see you next week.